Shenanigans. Grab a coffee, relax, and let's have some fun. Real reefers just hanging out and talking shit. We all love the hobby more than we'd like to admit. Feel free to join in and hang with us. Let us know if there is anything you'd like to discuss. If you like what you see, join our Discord for more. Friendly, warm welcome awaits and lots of channels to explore.
Good morning, reefers. Welcome to another Sunday Shenanigans.
Hello.
So the handrail that we're all going to hold on to this morning when things go completely off-piste is just foods and feeding fish, corals, whatever.
I thought we were talking about baby oil.
Yeah.
What I heard as well, yeah.
What happens in the green rooms doesn't stay in the green room.
I need to maybe work on maybe the last 60 seconds before we go live, just talking calmly and stuff, because it seems to me that every single time I go live, something outrageous has just been said or discussed, and it's such hard work.
It is you that says it, though.
I know, it's always me. Good morning, Johnny boy. Hope you're well, my man.
Hi, John.
And then everybody on screen, good morning. Thanks for joining. Anyone who's not on screen here? Hi, Steve.
Hello,
Hey, Steve.
Steve.
Hello, Steve.
Hello, Rufus.
Hey, Steve.
Oh, hi, Rufus. Hi, Steve.
Anyone else?
Hi, Dave. Good morning, James.
James, how's it going?
Oh, good morning, James.
This is bad.
Is this a joke? Good morning, Reese.
Hello, Reese.
Good morning, Anthony. Good morning, Coach, you wee slag. Who else we got? Bernadette, good morning.
Hello, Bernadette.
Guys, good morning. And that is everybody for now. So, before we start, I've decided this might go on a little bit longer than now. So I'll get 2 coffees. But the weird thing is, right? So I've got this coffee, right? And I've got this coffee. This coffee is so hot, I'm struggling to hold on to it.
It makes sense.
Mental. So I'm just going to stick to this one.
I didn't get a coffee thinking it's only an hour. I can survive an hour. I've got cordial.
Well, I've already lied because I've actually got 3.
Thought it was going to be a challenging one, this one, did you?
To be fair, there's nothing in this one. It's already hot enough. So we're here to talk about foods and feeding. I'm not going to go down the screen and ask what everyone's been up to, because I know you're all going to wind me up and say you've been up to nothing. So
I've been up to tons this week, for Christ's sake.
No,
I had a
you
list made. I did.
No, have you actually got a list?
Yeah.
Go on then.
Nothing. I've done nothing.
I was actually saving mine for next weekend.
Ah, yes, salty banter. That's why I'm not doing salty banters on a Saturday night and then doing this on a Sunday. Who the fuck wants to watch us twice in one day, depending on where you are globally?
Well, it's officially going to be 8 days and not the week, but I'm sure that you can allow me 8 days to include my LFS crawl yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Keep that under your hat. That is epic.
I've already posted on the Discord.
I haven't seen it. I won't look.
Well, Steve Fox is on, and he can't use the disconnect. So, you know, he'll be excited to see it. Oh, it's Rama.
Discombobulation.
Good morning, Mr. Banana.
Hello,
Hope you're well, my man. Are you coming to the meet in Mansfield? We'll talk about that later. So let's just jump straight into it. My main food, and has been for years, is just pellet. Not strictly pellet. I will feed mysis if I have a copper band, which obviously I've got in my little observation tank. So while we're on the subject of copper bands, to make sure he gets enough food, I made this little
Very nice.
here. So it's just 25mm pipe with takeoff cap. Stick 1 cube in the end, put the end back on. The air comes out the holes. You drop it to the bottom of the tank, and he just feeds away absolutely quite the thing. What's up, man? Did you
Grab my fingers.
Yeah.
No, I didn't grab my feeders. I had some printed up for the nanos that are really cool, but I forgot to grab them.
Well, twice in the green room, I went and got something else that I forgot to grab as well.
I went to the bathroom.
Super cheap, super effective. The only thing I will say about this method is you can't then get more vitamins and aminos and minerals and things into that cube because you're just putting the cube frozen straight into the pipe. If you don't put a frozen cube in there, it does tend to float out the holes quite quickly.
Yeah.
Very effective, though, for keeping a copper band happy. And while we're on the subject of copper bands, mastic.
Oh.
I only had one copper band in my entire time in reefing that has really enjoyed this. The rest totally and utterly ignore it. And you know what it's like? Each fish goes up, takes a mouthful, and then there's this plume of nutrients and shit that just goes into your tank. So it's good, but I think they could improve this.
Definitely.
Yes.
But are your corals benefiting from the plume going into your tank?
Not sure.
Because I've definitely seen my acans in this tank behind me extend their feeding tentacles when this has been put in the tank and fish have been munching on it a few minutes. So it's definitely getting a response.
Yeah.
If you've got maybe not so useful if you've got a fowler. I don't know.
Oh, mute
I found
myself
the
before I
same.
use my-
But
Melinda just doing a fart or something? What? You can just let it out, Melinda.
No, I'm about to type because I've forgotten the name of something and I need to type to find it to remember what I'm trying to discuss.
I should have brought a hammer. Sorry. That would have been funny. So yeah, on the subject of basically my main feed, it is Ocean Nutrition Formula 2 and Formula 1 pellets. And I feed small and medium. So the medium's more for tangs. The small is for antheas, clowns, dotty backs, things like that.
does the small
kind
one
of
move
ash
through the
content?
water really, really fast?
Say again, sorry, Harry?
That small one, does that drip down the water really, really fast?
Does it drip down the water?
Does it sink really fast? Yeah.
Ah, yes. I do tend to... Yeah,
Hey, you're not with me.
fuck it.
Don't worry. Steve will get it.
So the whole point in me actually going mainly to pellets in the hobby almost exclusively is for absolutely packing it full of extras. So I soak in a combination of Seachem Vitality and 1 squirt of Celcon. The only reason why I started with Celcon, and it is very expensive for what it is, I mean, that's 25 quid or something.
Something right there, yeah.
It's a very weird colour. It looks
But
like
it does
I
do
can
what it
only
says on the
find-
tin.
It does do what it says on the tin. Correct. So
I've
that
only
is...
find Celcon. Sorry.
So, on you go, Melinda.
No, you go.
No, it has definitely been a huge change for me in reversing HLLE in tangs. I only have one tang that it's not worked on, and I have no idea why, but it hasn't worked on my purple tang in the big shop system. But yellow, naso, bristletooth, powder blue, it has worked on all of them, an absolute treat. So that is pretty much my main feed. On you go, Melinda.
Celcon. I think I've told you before, I can't find it here, but I have found one place that sells it who's more of a aquaculture equipment side of things for fish breeding, but not marine, more freshwater.
Okay.
And it's $48 for that little 60ml bottle.
Well, that's about right, though, isn't it? It's double of us, isn't it?
That's crazy, though. I mean, the
60
list of
mil.
ingredients is tiny.
Well, it's Hoofer, vitamin C, and what was the third one on Celcon?
All this says is highly unsaturated fatty acids, marine lipids, 200 milligrams per, DHA, EPA, vitamin C, vitamin B, and cyanocobalamin.
Don't know what that is.
Have you ever found any relation between that and any cyano or anything? No.
I have not. Have you?
No. I just know, like with aminos and stuff, some people find some kind of.
I mean, I'm only putting like one full squirt of that in just a little cup. And then I put maybe like 2 or 3 mil of pellets in the bottom, a mix of large and small pellets, and just let it soak up, which then helps with the sinking as well. And
good stuff.
These pellets are absolutely supercharged. You do have to be slightly careful with how much you're feeding. And then
how much ash content are in them?
Then you're putting these all say low ash. Yeah, I'm sure they do. Or was that the flake food I was thinking of?
I've never looked up ash on anything.
Yeah, I don't remember this even mentioning ash, the pellets. I know the Ocean Nutrition flake definitely talks about being very low ash. Don't know about the pellets, to be honest.
Okay.
So that's what I use instead of Selcon.
What have we got there then?
So what you were just saying with everything that's in the Selcon, the BioViv is all of your vitamins. And then the Hoofer is your DHAs, your omega-3s and EPAs. So a mix of them, I've basically got Selcon from what you said was in there.
Okay, and how much is that combination?
Oh, God, I don't remember. It's been sitting in my fridge. Oh, that's a $30 bottle, Australian, 250 mils. And this one, I actually ordered a 250 ml bottle, but they didn't have, 120 ml bottle, and they sent me 2 60 ml bottles. I don't remember how much that was. Right. But yeah, that one was 30, and that's 250 mils.
And do they come with like use by dates on them or anything? Because that's something I've noticed with Selcon. Mine doesn't have anything on it in terms of shelf life.
This one looks to be expires the 1st of October 2027, and keep it in the fridge.
Okay, and how much are you using that per feed?
Well, I don't use it per feed. I do it a different method than you.
Is that one dry in there when you
shelve it? I shelve it. No, it's a little bottle inside.
Okay.
Okay.
What I do is I make up all my frozen food with all of my and freeze it into. I've got a heap of these. And I also have I did have a heap of tiny little squares that are about 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch squared, that I make up a heap of those for the nano tanks. So the big tank gets one of these cubes at night, and the nanos all get one of the tiny cubes.
And what are you putting in that mixture?
That mixture, I buy the slabs of mysis, brine, krill, and then I get some skin off salmon and put that through the food processor. I add the oils. I also put through the food processor a couple of sheets of nori.
Nice.
Even though I don't have tangs, I still put it in there. And I'm also going to start adding in some frozen prawns.
Wow.
So, yeah, I mix all that up. I bring home the thing, like, you got to keep it cold. You can't let it get warm.
Yeah.
Mix it all up and then put it in the ice cube trays with a spatula, push it all down, freeze it, and then decant it the next day into little containers.
Wow.
That I just keep in the freezer in chunks with all the little nano cubes mixed into it.
Makes me feel very lazy.
It's every couple of months. It's not like it's a weekly thing. I do up a big batch and it lasts months.
I take it the blender is purely for fish tank use.
No. I wash my stuff after I've used it. It's the same as saying, like, I chopped up some salmon on the chopping board. Should I throw it away now? If you wash it properly, it comes out.
I mean, I suppose I wash that and then reuse it. So, it's
well,
you don't just bin it
on special occasions, twice a year.
You right there, Harry?
So no. Well, I don't have a wife in the house who's bitching about the smell of the skimmate or me chopping up salmon because it's my house. I make
you
my
would
own
tell them
rules.
just to fuck off anyway, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Let's be honest.
I wash my own dishes, mate, and Mum has no sense of smell, so I can like walk through the house with the top of the skimmer, and she can't smell nothing.
That's the right result.
Isn't it? So you've never been
yes.
able to cupcake your mum then?
What? Cupcake my mum?
Yeah.
I don't know what this kink is.
I
don't
haven't
want
heard
to
that for
shame you.
years.
Yeah,
I don't know what a cupcake is. You can tell me afterwards because
Yeah,
this is
green
a
room.
family show at this time of day.
I've
That's
only
a
done
family thing to do.
I've only done it once, and unfortunately, the person I did it to was driving at the time, and there was nearly a serious accident, and I've never done it.
Ones to Google.
No, there might be a different meaning, so let's talk about it in the green room.
Yeah, you'll have to explain it to me because I'm a little bit slow.
So that's
what I do with my frozen.
amount of effort you're putting in. I mean, that does actually make me feel seriously. I mean, I'm just breaking bits off the slab and throwing it in the tank or soaking some pellets. You're going to the fishmonger and can I have the skin of your finest salmon, please?
No, take the skin off. It's skinless salmon. Skin off.
Okay.
So like my
Sorry.
salmon with
When
skin
you
on.
worded it earlier, it was like you were putting salmon skin in
That's
the
what I
blender.
heard.
No, just this the salmon, but without the skin. I don't know what I said
Oh.
because my memory's shit.
I'm
Okay,
glad
yeah, you've confused me.
The other reason I do it this way is when I used to buy the slabs and just break a bit off.
Sorry, I was
I
half
was in
expecting a
different
salmon.
I didn't bring any price.
naked salmon.
I was feeding different amounts every night because you can't really snap it off to a clean.
True.
So if you're trying to watch your nutrients, one night you might be feeding double what you feed the next night, and this way it's a measured cube.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, nah, mate.
Yeah, it wasn't a euphemism, Steve. She is talking about cleaning their own dishes.
So yes, that's how I do my frozen. So
Very
it also saves a lot
Nice.
of money. Like I'm the biggest budget reefer there is, and when I went to the fish shop a couple of weeks ago to get some more slabs to make up the fish food, and they didn't have any, and I had to buy those cube packets, and they're so expensive.
It is for what you get.
Yeah,
But it is convenient.
Yeah,
it is convenient.
they're just a lot less dense, aren't they? Like,
But I
almost
think
all
they've got a
down
bit
lot of them.
worse from what they used to be. I think they're a
Really?
lot more water content in them,
Yeah.
and like the mysis in the mysis cubes are definitely. It's not like
Yeah.
a full blown mysis anymore. What it used to be.
Yeah.
The RS
Well-
slab definitely, but
RS slab, you'll get like 10 times more mysis per
yeah,
cube. And they're also, as you say, they're like bigger and you can see the whole little shrimp every time you put them in.
Yeah.
Whereas,
The packet of mysis cubes that I bought, and this is not slagging off at the shop. I bought 3 different packets until I was next going down to the shop to get me through. And when I opened the mysis, it was half used. So they've given me accidentally the shop use cube,
Right.
and I was just like,
oh dear.
but
Nice.
yeah, they know they're gonna rectify that. But yeah, I was just like, mark your packets, shops,
Yeah.
please.
I find the flippancy of LFSs and the transport of frozen food a little bit sketchy. I don't think the temperature is kept stable ever. I mean, I know there was an LFS I went into years ago, not even in Scotland, actually in England, and the stuff was just sitting. And I went to grab one of the slabs, might have been RS Mysis,
Slushy.
and it was room temperature, liquid, like a bag of liposuction fat. And it was just, it's like, is that going in the bin or is that, no, it's just to go in the freezer. I was like, that is sitting at 25 degrees.
You've been making soap.
It's funny. That's exactly what I was imagining somebody would picture. It's Fight Club. Yeah, correct. You bag, it's uncontrollable. You're not going to get picked up. And I was like, So yeah, I think there's definitely too relaxed an attitude on the freshness of it.
Yeah.
Does it make any difference? I don't know. Does bacteria grow? I would assume so.
Be
Right,
interesting
you wouldn't
to see
want chicken
a
would just
deep
be
dive
out in the
into it.
warm all day, would you?
Oh, right. Harry, you go.
What did I say? Oh yeah, about like a proper deep dive, like old BRS style into leaving frozen food to defrost and freeze again.
It's just another unknown in our tank, right? So it's we're sending these microbiome tests away now and organic, whatever it is. And it's, how do we know what that frozen food has, where it's come from, how it's been stored, how long it's been sitting on a floor, where it started compared to your LFS? And then you maybe take it home and you go out for lunch and it's sitting in your car at 20 odd degrees for a couple of hours. So it's frozen, defrosted, frozen. That is a nightmare for bacteria.
Yeah.
I suppose until it's something we can easily and readily kind of afford to test, how like different manufacturers are going to have different, they're going to place different importance on ensuring their food is very contaminant free and is kept frozen and that kind of thing. You just don't know, I suppose. It's that fear of the unknown.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to defrost overnight anyway, isn't it? So, like, when it gets shipped to stores, like, it's going to happen.
Well, I mean, I've seen it turn up at the LFS I go to now in Glasgow, Waterworld, Paisley Road West, everybody go, it's amazing. Theirs comes in great big poly boxes with frozen packs and stuff like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's obviously going to be an element of defrosting, but it's still below zero, I think. It's just maybe not quite minus 15.
Yeah, but it's, you know, we're shipping meats and cheese and whatever all in refrigerated containers and stuff. So it's not as if it can't be achieved.
Well, that's just it. I think just this flippancy within.
Yeah, but the supermarket having refrigerated trucks because they've got 1/6 of their whole shop being fridges and freezers is a little bit different to pet shops when they have a freezer at the back.
Yeah.
They're not going to run out and get refrigerated trucks just to send us some cubes of mysis. Yeah. So it's a little bit different.
Yeah. Absolutely is. But
I've had a couple of packs of food that I've opened it, I've gone to use it, I've gone, no way, that is not right. Whatever that smell is, that is not right. And I have put it in the bin. I know that's wasteful, but
you don't want to destroy your tank over iffy.
Correct.
No, exactly that.
So, are the three of you guys all on screen? Is your main food frozen then?
Mine's frozen.
Oh, nope. So, what's your main food then, Harry?
Mine would be pellets. So I do a mix of Vitalis. My auto feeder goes 3 times a day. It's a relatively small portion that it will feed. And I put one in at a time. I don't like to put 2 different pellets in at a time just in case they are slightly different sizes and therefore mess up the feeding amount, if you like. But I just do so those are the platinum ones, and then you've got the normal ones, if you like. Not 100% sure what the difference is, to be honest. I just know that I read somewhere you're supposed to swap between the two. But it actually suggests that you do one for a period of time and then the other for a period of time, rather than like one day and one the other.
I've forgotten why as well.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever knew why, to be honest, Melinda.
So
I just did what it said on the tin.
Sexual Chocolate, Steve from Sexodus, is saying to his knowledge, most frozen food is UV sterilized and can be refrozen if defrosted. However, I agree. If it's temperature, I would.
That's a good bit of knowledge. That's cool.
Well, I defrost mine in the fridge. So, like, my fridge is set for 2 degrees.
That's what I do. I take the chunk of frozen food, put it in a cup, and then just put it in the fridge. And then the next day I go to it. It's defrosted enough to be able to get a little bit off of it and put it in the tank.
Yeah, I'm now using the little TMC squidgy feeder that has a little spout that comes out of it. So I'll put some RS in there other cubes. Sometimes a little bit of Selcon before I then fill it with tank water. And then it's really easy because my tank's in the kitchen anyway. So I'm in the fridge getting a drink or whatever. And it's there, it's visual, and I can just open the fridge. I'm working from home and just put a little bit of extra in. So they get quite a few feed-ins throughout the day. Just
squirt for them, squirt for you.
Exactly, yeah. And then nori as well. Because I've got a few tangs in there, I place quite a bit of importance on nori. I use my little feeder there. So you just put it in and then that slides on.
When you say my little feeder, what do you mean by that?
That's my little marine spec feeder. Yes, Ronald, thank you. They're not even on the website.
For fuck's sake, Harry.
Is anything on the website, Harry?
Nothing ever is. No, this is it. No, I wanted to make these pretty, so I've managed to actually incorporate the magnet in there, so it's all one complete unit. But then, you can just easily slap that on, and it's nice and compact.
Can you give us a little bit of a closer look at that, Harry?
There you are. You got your orange into there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
Thanks. Yeah.
Clever boy, Harry.
The tangs like it. That's what matters. And what I like about it is that because I also have the two little fishes clip, which I really like to use. I kind of differ between the two. If I want the nori to kind of spread a bit more throughout the tanks, I find with the clip, they kind of rip it off and it kind of ends up everywhere. And that's good because my chromis actually eat the nori. And of course, when you've... You're right, Melinda.
Lilo just farted.
Oh dear. Yeah,
it's all right, your mum can't smell it.
The little bits. Yeah.
I came with the thumbs pointed towards me.
Oh no. This one, so it feeds a little bit slower. So that's nice sometimes.
On the subject of nori,
yes,
are you using human nori or reef tax nori? So I use reef tax nori because I get it wholesale, Ocean Nutrition.
Yeah, I'm the same as Harry.
Yeah, human nori from Amazon.
Human.
So I used to do that. But I'll be honest, especially the red is like crack to my tanks in comparison to the human stuff.
We talked about this once. I tried some reef nori, and I know it was TMC. Sorry, TMC, love you. But the strips you get, yeah, exactly. Has a mug still hot? Oh, okay.
Roasted. It's actually left a black mark on my desk. That's weird. Sorry.
All my fish left it, which is mental. Like they eat anything, but they will not touch it. It just goes off in the tank. So yeah, I don't bother using it. I chucked it in the bin.
That's interesting. So
that was a mixture.
So these guys do, I think they do brown, green, purple, and red. I don't know why they do all the different ones, right? But see the difference between all of those other colors and red? It's like night and day. And I have no idea why.
Have you ever given Dudley a sheet of nori or a bit of nori?
Why would I give my dog seaweed? So you clearly have given one.
It's really funny because it sticks to the roof of them now.
Like peanut butter. Oh,
yeah.
I've never given my dog peanut butter.
I'm now going to organise a banner for the RSPCA if anyone wants to contact anybody. Harry, that is.
It's funny. He
likes it. Going back to this,
he'll sit there begging for it.
Harry had. I don't give this to my fish. I give this to my scullies.
Ah.
Very good.
So you've now come on to my next subject, which has...
Well, I haven't finished my fish feeding yet.
Yeah, right, well, stop talking about corals then.
Well, it was because Harry put his up. I use this.
Sorry,
I don't know. I think, is this American? I don't know. I don't think it's Australian.
Dimax. Oh,
never seen
Dimax not the
Isn't
food
it something to do with Fritz?
from Owaza or something?
No, I got onto this because it was given to a shop for a sample. Here, try these out, see if you want to stock it. And it sat in a box at the shop for like 6 months. And then one day I said, can I try this shit? And they went, yes. So I took it home and I feed this in an auto feeder because I've got antheas. And I really found that the coloration of the fish just was fantastic. But not many people actually stock it because not many people buy it. I actually got this new jar because I'd run out, couldn't find anywhere to buy it. I got this new jar off another shop doing a clearance of them. So I don't know how much longer I can use it. But I've also used New Life Spectrum in the auto feeder as well when I couldn't get my Dimax.
Nice.
Yeah. And
So,
yes.
what made
Coral food.
you all choose the food you use? Was it YouTubers? Was it your LFS, what they had on the shelf? Was it other?
Mine was what they had in a box at the back that I could nab for free.
So it was theft. It was theft.
I asked the shop owner, can I have this shit? Yes, take it. I don't want that crap.
So
Oh,
your choice of fish food was based on how easy it was to pilfer.
yes.
Mine
But
is literally because
it
that
gave
is what my
results.
wholesaler sells in these gigantic tubs, and I get it mega cheap. So of course I'm going to use it. Yeah, and it's very much so working. So
I'm very late to the
And-
pellet game, I think.
I
I've
don't
only
like
started
steak.
feeding pellets the last couple of years.
so what made you start though?
My friend's tank, generally.
Okay.
He was feeding some marine S and marine A, which I know you feed as well.
Yep. I put that into
So-
the mix sometimes. Yep.
Yeah, so I mix marine S and I mix the old seaweed smalls as well together in an auto feeder.
I like
So you get a bit of every, Hikaris. And then recently I swapped on my big one to the TDO, which Sexual Chocolate will be happy about.
Yes, good stuff.
They sent me
Yeah.
the breeding pack of TDO. Alyssa sent it. And that was part of like the whole big package of every single size TDO for breeding. Was
Seas.
confiscated by customs and destroyed.
Contraband.
So just that one
Yeah.
item or the whole package?
Anything to do with food, reefroids, TDO pellets.
Wow.
There was something else as well that she tried sending me, but yeah, they destroyed it. And like they even pulled my DOS out of the box and ripped all the packaging around the DOS, pulling the DOS out of the actual box it came into. Yeah, they just destroyed everything. And Alyssa had a letter in the box for me that disappeared. Yeah, it was pretty shit.
Do you want to answer that, Dave?
Fuck off, Steve. No, I mean, it was, to be fair, it was Ange in AAC who got me onto the TDO. Just wanted something different. I wanted a bigger size pellet. I didn't want to use the Marine A's are chunky pellets, right? They're quite big old pellets. The
The
Marine
assets
A's,
are smaller.
the S are the smalls, yeah. But I'm like in between at the minute. So obviously the Tangs and that could probably eat the Marine A fine, but the TDOs was like that one size in between. I'm happy using that. I just use those in an auto feeder, 2 different auto feeders, 1 spin a day. I use a sheet of nori a day for the Tangs. Actually, everything eat it. My wrasse love the nori. And then, a mixture of frozen. I feed frozen copepods, mysis RS, brine shrimp, which, not a great nutritional value, but it gets them feeding pretty good. And then you mentioned prawns, Melinda. I swear by them. They're amazing.
Throw another shrimp on the barbie, mate.
Exactly.
Are you doing an Australian accent?
Yeah.
That was weird.
But no, it does work. And a friend of mine who has had tremendous success with copper bands has always fed prawn. and
Oh,
I
wow.
can kind of get why, it's very fleshy kind of meat, and
Yeah.
his
How
copper
are
bands
you
fat
feeding
and
it?
healthy.
Are they like whole? Are you?
So I'm a lazy feeder compared to Melinda. I buy the blister packs with it
Right.
all in.
Okay.
I have bought the holes and just breaking it all up as well.
Yeah.
But it's a
tend to
kind of
float.
treat.
Well, yeah.
So
Yeah,
wait,
but if you put it underneath and give it a little rub,
Yeah.
it kind of spreads out into the tank.
Okay.
Not Ainsley Harriet, Ron. Fuck off.
yeah, boy.
Give
No,
your meat a good old rub.
so you're getting a brand of fish food prawn and blister packs.
Yes. Yeah,
Who makes that?
who does the main blister packs in the UK? Is it TMC?
Gamma?
Gamma, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, but Gamma is TMC, is it not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They haven't set a light yet, so that's always a good thing. Yeah.
Hot.
Very hot. Hot stuff.
Just lots of
But,
chili.
lots of chili. But no, they seem to all love it. I do occasionally rinse all my foods now, just to kind of keep the levels of nutrients in the tank down.
That's an interesting
What about-
subject. That's an interesting subject. We will talk about that definitely.
What about garlic?
Garlic's in my
nice
brine
fish
shrimp.
infused with garlic.
Yeah, it's in my brine shrimps.
Yeah, so these pellets say they contain garlic. This Nori says it contains garlic. Is there garlic in the ocean? No. Do I believe in using garlic? No.
Oh,
No,
see, I do.
I like to get the garlic infused if I've got a new fish that's difficult to get eating. Not for trying to treat white spot like a moron.
Appetite.
I think that's the thing, isn't it?
Appetite.
It's
It's an
getting
appetite,
the
yeah.
meat in rather than
Yes.
actually healing or doing any good necessarily.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I'll
Yeah.
grab the garlic when I've got
Yeah.
fussy fish.
I'll be honest. If I was a cryptocarrion irritans, right, floating around a tank, and I latched onto a fish and that fish tasted like garlic, I'd fuck off and eat another one.
But it is. It's a great thing for the fish's appetite. They feed off it. It's a proven fact. It's simple as.
Yeah, but I mean, I certainly don't choose food or anything like that based on garlic content is my point. It just happens to be the product that I can get at a good price, and it's very widespread. I think if I go into any LFS, I will find ocean nutrition. It's like salt, don't go for a weird salt like LFS has to order you in one bucket every 3 months. Special order, because the chances are you're just not going to be able to get it one time, and then you're going to have to change. So abundance is something that I definitely rely on within the hobby when I'm buying.
I also do feed
So-
occasionally live foods with pods and mysis as well. Just for the mandarin, really.
That's something I
What
never do now is live foods. I did years ago. I was on the BRS bandwagon, let's be honest. Everything they said, I did it. I never feed live food anymore.
Nothing wrong with live food.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I do pods.
Yeah,
Baby brine shrimp. The corals love freshly hatched brine shrimp.
I've just restarted my phytoculture. I
Nice.
lost it over summer because it was just too hot in the garage.
Well done, John.
In the garage, not next to my desk. So yeah, I've just restarted that. But because you all know that I used to dose like so much phyto. Like I love the phyto. I'll pour it in a liter at a time each day. Since stopping it, my nitrates have skyrocketed.
Yeah, makes a big
And
difference.
I've had to almost double my lanthium use to keep it where it is. So I'm looking forward to restarting it.
So Melinda, when you feed your tank, do you feed to stabilize your nutrients, or do you feed to the fish's needs, if you like, and then correct the filtration for the amount you're feeding?
Fix your filtration.
Yeah, quite agree.
How much do you guys feed a day?
Fish. At the moment, my auto feeder goes off twice. It used to be 3 times, but it's twice now. 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and then they get dinner at 6 o'clock which is the frozen.
Yeah.
And I use an Apex auto feeder, so you always know what
Yep.
time it is in the house.
If it's working,
what
yeah.
time
Hey,
I do that. Yeah, it becomes your clock, doesn't it? Really?
it's hilarious though when your neighbours go, "Oh, they're feeding the fish."
Yeah.
What are you meant to do with that thing, Ron? Spit on it?
I was gonna
Get
go
on
down
that
the
thing.
grinding sound noise, and then Melinda's mum came in my head, and I was like, "No, walk away, Ron. Walk away. It's a Sunday
Stop
stream."
thinking of my mother like that.
No,
I know she's hot.
she's making a cup of coffee. She's grinding the beans. Well, flicking the bean. Sorry, stop. Stop.
Oh,
Fuck's sake.
She uses
my
her-
auto feeder also goes off 3 times a day.
That's really
It's loud, isn't
interesting how much you guys are feeding in comparison to me. I feed once a day.
My
Three
pellets go in once a day, and then the frozen food once a day. That's it.
Mm.
So we're
Everything's
talking
chunky.
here about feeding heavy, and then so heavy in, heavy out. Is that what all 4 of us are talking about? Kind of.
Yeah, I
I'd
guess
say
so,
heavy
but
in.
not-
Yeah, it's just that, watching Jason 204 Reef's tank tour, right, 0 mechanical filtration. There's absolutely no way, especially my frag system in that room there, that I could run 0 filtration on such a high nutrient, heavy in system. I need to have that balance.
Yeah.
I'm also heavy in my fish population, whereas a lot of people run
too,
light
yeah.
with their fish population, so they can go without mechanical filtration.
Yeah.
But I've got a lot of fish because I prefer fish over corals.
Yeah.
And again, antheas, they need to be fed more than once a day.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
I've
I've got
made
antheas
Tom
and
pass
crows.
out.
Sorry, Ron.
I think I've made Tom Mantis pass out because I only feed once a day.
The thing is, as well, it's so dependent on, as Melinda says, you stock in obviously tank size, but in 1 cube a day in a 170 versus a 8-foot tank is total different ball game.
Depends on what kind of
And
fish stock
also-
you've got.
Yeah.
How mature the tank is and whether it is
Yeah.
full of copepods. Are you running a fuge? Does your mandarin scooter blenny get enough food
Yeah.
that it can just pick off the rocks? Or have
Yeah,
you got
once a
feed them
week I
most?
hand feed him, to be fair. Or her, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you still dosing Phyto as well, Dave?
Yeah, I still dose Phyto. It's a daily thing for me. But that's just for nutrient control.
Yeah.
Do
How
I
much are you dosing?
only 50 mil?
Yeah, nice.
Amazon.
Those are rookie numbers. Come on.
Yeah,
10
no,
litres a day.
Boost those numbers.
honestly, this is one of the first times I'm actually struggling to keep nutrients up, which is mental. It's been a bit of a battle the last couple of weeks. Phosphate is dying in the tank, so yeah, having to dose Reefroids, which isn't my cup of tea, but it does a job. So,
Yeah, so on
Everybody
that,
grabs their reefroids, except
yes,
for me.
I was about to say, yeah, so we've all got the Reefroids here. So that's interesting to hear that you literally use Reefroids to boost your nutrient intake.
yeah.
So
I haven't
that
brought it with me, but
I've
yeah,
gone
I've
off
got
it.
some.
I put mine off on the floor because I've gone off it. So I thought, no, I won't talk about that.
what Reefroids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just it's
I'm
just the
using this
phosphate
now.
for me. I think if you have low phosphate, it makes sense.
So what's that, Melinda?
That's the one that Dong was telling us about, the New Life Spectrum reef cell in the tiny.
All
Okay.
to do with the particle size and being able to be
Yeah.
connected with the corals. Yes, I remember that. We don't get that here.
And it's so much cheaper than the reefroids here.
Reefroids is expensive. So I do now and again when I'm bored, I will make a soup of this, which is very pretty and colourful, good fun to use. I'll turn my return pumps off and I'll put that in a glass beaker in a little mixer with a mixing bar, make up some Reefroids and gonio power.
I need to get some more of that.
This, I'm sorry, I don't care what you fucking say. This makes a difference to Goniopora.
What's in there, Ron?
It smells. Do you know you smell? Do you know if you ever use a stock cube it's always tempting just to lick it or take a little bite off because it smells
Really?
so good. Right. Well, see,
That might
gonial
just be you.
pear does not smell disgusting. Gonial pear to me,
Like
I'm
gravy.
see if you open a brand new pack of loose tobacco,
Okay.
Ooh, I love that smell.
that's slightly what it reminds me of.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So it's not fishy or disgusting. You know, in that kind of way, you smell reef oil, you go,
Yeah.
well, this is more, feels more, I mean, it's tempting just to lick my finger now and just take a little. No, I'm not going to do it.
Foxy's put a good point in there about why not dose phosphate to control rather than feeding.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just fucking liquid money though. I haven't got that kind of
Feeding
wonga
my
fox.
corals.
Yeah, I want to feed my fish and feed my corals and all sorts of stuff. So
Well,
let's
to be
just
fair, I only feed one nano. I don't feed my main tank. I feed my nano with my gonnies in it.
okay. So let's throw the handbrake on for a second and let's rewind 20 minutes to when one of you started. Oh, fucking hell, I forgot what I was going to say now. we were going to talk about something. I said, let's talk about it later. So what was it you were about?
Feeding coral.
Oh, it's gone now.
Scullies.
We gone
I
back to
feed
the
it to my
coffee grinder.
scullies.
What's that, Dave?
We gone back to the coffee grinder.
No, stop
beans.
thinking of my mother that way, you dirty bastards. I feed this to my scullies. It's nice and soft. Squish it into a ball, feed the scullies.
So, yeah.
I don't like using this in the auto feeder. It's a great food. I don't like it in the auto feeder.
So this has been single-handedly, it's not a fucking wand, right?
Is that your stripper pole?
Yes, it's stripper pole.
Hello. This has been single-handedly the biggest.
Pirate?
Yes, a rugged pirate, did you say?
Australian pirate.
Oh, Bernadette has just remembered what we were going to talk about.
Washing the food.
So, hand.
He just chucked himself into the room. Well, this is a bit strewn.
Oh, dear.
Okay, well, it's just us then.
How the hell do you
We're
do that?
screwed. Oh,
There he
There
is.
he is.
I
think
still
it
don't
was
know
Bernadette there for a
what
second.
happened. So, yeah,
You got excited with your wand and you hit something you shouldn't have.
exactly what I probably did. I probably had a button excited
Yeah.
with my wand. Rinsing food. So I went through a period of rinsing food and then didn't realize 6 months later, battling low phosphates and trying to keep my nutrients up. And I went, what am I doing here? So I stopped rinsing my food and the issue just stopped. I'm not saying that there's not bad things in these foods that you're rinsing away. That's not what I'm saying. But for me, rinsing food gave me more of a problem than not.
And there could be good things you're rinsing away,
Yeah,
along
like,
with the bad.
why am I adding this if I'm going to rinse it?
Yeah. Yeah, I
think
mean,
like with a lot. Go on, Dave.
I was going to say, I have rinsed in the past when I've had higher phosphate. That's when I generally start to do it. But because everything's kind of growing at the minute, everything's consuming the phosphate. So no need to rinse.
Okay, so would you then say that depending on your nutrient level, you would choose to rinse or not to rinse then? Would you
Correct.
actually chop and change?
Wow.
Yes. Yeah, I use a little, what do you call it? Like a filter
Sieve?
thing. Put them in. Yeah, sieve. Yeah.
Yeah, I got is it the Aquamedic defroster? So it's like a little sieve that sits inside a tub and it holds it up from the bottom and lets it drip. It's actually really handy. Okay.
Yeah. So I occasionally use it. I haven't needed to for a while, but yeah.
So does that then change how you feed then? So are you then getting frozen food, putting it in that little sieve and then leaving it over a night, or how are you doing that?
No, I just rinse it there and then, to be quite honest with you. Just put
with
some RO over the top.
RO water. Okay.
Yeah.
This is
Is that
where
what you
I'm
do?
too lazy to do that.
So you just
Takes
plop
a
and
minute.
drop, just done.
Yeah. Well, not 3 cubes in one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
as
what
I
about you,
say, I'll just put them in the TMC thing, let them defrost in there, or in the copper
Instantly
band.
up. Makes sense.
Yeah, or the copper band feeder. Stick them in there.
Yeah, so Tom's saying
Yeah.
he doesn't rinse foods because all the juices.
Yeah, good
the
point.
coral. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah. And Coach is the same. Coach also says, such children, I would never lower the tone of this.
Yeah, right, Coach.
Sure.
We've all heard your Christmas poem.
I've still got it. I've still got it loaded. Right, so back to my wand. Right, so this is single-handedly the most important thing to me and my acans, and that is turn all flow off, and I direct pellets to each and every mouth once every 3-4 weeks. Let's be honest, when I remember. And see the difference in the puffiness of the corals. It's absolutely incredible.
And you find that tube is enough to stop anything trying to eat from any fish or anything eat from the coral? Yeah.
So what I actually did was, in the frag system, I took all my acans off of the standard size racks and I put them onto magnetic racks, lifted the magnetic racks up to almost the water level so fish can't steal anything from it anyway.
Yeah.
So they're actually all back on the racks now because I got rid of a whole load of corals a couple of weeks ago. So they're all now back on the racks. But I also find that putting them on magnetic racks and raising LPS up to the surface actually stops any coral fish nipping them as well.
Yeah.
So it's people should think about that a little bit when you've got a delicate coral. You've got a new coral. Don't get me wrong, the higher you put it in the tank, the more light level there is. But the way I've got the frag tank, technically there should be 4 lights over it, but there's 3. They're spread out. When you go to the very extreme ends of the tank, the power is considerably lower.
Yeah.
So you then put your magnetic racks there
At
and
the
then
top in the
lift
corner.
up on
Nice.
the water surface. So it works for me. But yes, it doesn't have to be this size, diameter, or whatever, but it does give the corals a little bit of time to consume that food.
Do you put something in the water prior to feeding the acans to get them ready to feed?
So this works very well, and you just need literally a splash of it, and you get a feeding response. So you get the Polyp Lab version, don't you? What's it called? Reef. Oh, I've forgotten the name of it. You're supposed to use it before you use.
It's a booster, isn't it?
Is that it? Polyp Booster? Maybe Polyp
Booster. Yeah, I think it's called that.
Yeah.
Coral Essentials have got one too.
Sorry, on you go.
Yeah. No, you finish.
No, you go.
Okay. There's a powder you can get, and I've tried it. I've bought a couple of jars of it, but I don't have any at the moment. Reef Bright Reef Enhance. And it's all microplanktons, powdered version, similar looking to mastic when you open it up. But you mix that with a bit of tank water, put it in the tank about half an hour before you feed your corals, and it gets them all going, ooh, 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 and all the feeding tentacles and everything come out. But that's basically, you can do the same thing with phytoplankton, but yeah.
Sorry, Melinda, what noise do the corals make?
Steve will
bubble,
record it.
bubble. Yeah, Steve's not here.
I think Polyp Lab Reef Primer's the dip, is it not?
Yeah, that's a dip.
Yeah, primer's a dip.
Yeah, we're talking about the thing to try and get your polyps extending before you feed Jordan.
Yeah, and the Coral Essentials one is called CVE. That's basically yellow like the Red Sea stuff that you had.
But see on the subject to the acans and trying to get a feeding response, I find that just dropping the pellets into the mouths of the coral consumes it anyway. You don't need to give it a heads up, really. Interestingly though, so the acans in the frag system, I am feeding with this, and I'm feeding really heavy and all the rest of it. I never ever feed my acan garden in this tank. Mostly because of the angle, and feeding them is actually impossible because they just go straight down the face of them and just go on the bottom of the tank.
And that's what I thought you were using the pipe for that tank, to get it in the acans.
No, just the frag tank. I've never, ever fed these acans. So do they need it?
There you go.
They are beautiful acans. I think you've done.
They're very puffy.
They are, they're about the best acans I've seen.
I need to get them. I need to start fragging and cut them up. But you know that kind of way, I love them so much.
I mentioned that last night.
What was that, Melinda?
I said I mentioned that you need to frag your
acans
last night.
Yeah. I'll be honest, see the amount of people that have asked me about the Acan. So Koja's on the list. Koja's very much on the list. You know, the second you want to get rid of any of them, you just let me know. Fish Palace Paul, he's looking for, there's a lot of people looking for Acans. I totally get it.
Yeah.
I think they're on the brink of a little bit of a resurgence, and I cannot believe I can't believe they went out of fashion.
Well, isn't it because you just can't get them over there unless it's been fragged from somebody? You can't import anymore?
It's rarity in it. It's like the second the Scullies disappeared, everyone's like, oh, I wanted Scully. So you didn't last week.
I find as well, though, there's a lot of Acans about that aren't. I think you can purchase more fluffy or less fluffy Acans. Of course, they're malleable, and as a reefer, you can get more out of them by doing the right things. But I think a lot of the species that I see in shops and stuff, they're nothing like what we see in your tank run.
Yes, Mo, you're also on the list.
Tank tour first, Mo. Otherwise, fuck off.
It's funny how
get on the Discord and talk.
He gets asked on these lives, you know, tank tours. Yeah. I keep telling Ron to organise it. Fucker, Mo. I keep saying to you, you let me know when to do, and you keep trying to throw me under the bus. Come on, Mo. Give us a tour.
Put up or shut up.
Yeah. Do any of Melinda? Do you feed with a pipe?
I only smoke the pipe, Rod. No. I'm hand straight in the tank with over the scullies with the pellets, dropping it all over it, and then you got to shoo off the red line cleaner shrimp. Get off.
So, on the subject of feeding tools, so when I'm feeding directly reef roids, which is pretty much never now, I just use this little, I think it's TMC.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got the longer. I've got the longer one through there, but
I'm missing my tip.
I've got the big turkey baster, big fat one. But no, when I'm feeding the tank, because as I said, I only coral feed in the nano with the gonnies and scullies. I turn off the flow for all the tanks because they're all connected, and I turn off the return pump inside the nano, and just have the wave makers going with about 250 mils of phyto with the cell stuff mixed into that, shaken up, thrown in the tank, and that feeds the gonnies, and it'll bring the scullies ready to get fed, and then they'll get the pellets. But it's only a small nano that I feed, and then it gets plumbed back through 40 minutes once the feed schedule turns off on the apex. The nanos are plumbed to the return pump section of the main tank. It doesn't go through the filter mat, so it'll, if any food's left over, then it goes up through the return pump to the other tanks.
Nice.
But I'll give them a good 40 minutes of letting the corals get as much as they can with just the wave makers, so it's not getting. The nanos do have filter cups with filter wall, so it's not like missing the.
Got a bit of mechanical in there. So, do you all use turkey basters?
I only use the mandarin.
Clean my rocks.
Yeah, I use it to clean my rocks. Yeah.
All I use my turkey baster for now.
Yeah. Occasionally the sand, just when it sometimes gets a light dust in as well.
Just cleaning. I don't use it to feed anymore, but I used to use it every night for frozen. But like I say, and then moved on to pellet, and you can turbo.
Can be good for copper bands, eating out the baster.
Oh, really?
Yeah. See, my mandarin loves my turkey baster. It knows exactly what it's for. Problem is the other fish do now as well.
Yeah, they're going to work it out. So, on subject of turkey basters, this is the absolute Rolls Royce of turkey basters. It's made by Oxo, right? And the range is called Good Grips. I'm not joking. Every turkey baster is not made the same. This one is incredible because not only can you squeeze it, it's got an actual kind of press bit on the top. Nice. So I do that.
Yeah.
You get a lot of control with it. And also, instead of ripping it off the actual full stem, the actual bulb itself comes off to be washed as well.
Yeah.
It's
to be fair, I do find a lot of them, you get the like if you get the water all the way to the top, you get it coming out the sides of where the bulb meets the.
And then
meets
you
the
lose
tube.
control because it all then starts to drop down into the tank, and you can overfeed and things like that. But yeah, worth a look. This is the straight version. You get one with a kind of slight curve in it as well. This one is way better. They're really difficult to find.
Mhm.
Correct. I am going to. I'm not taking that any further. So you all use auto feeders,
now.
but you use auto feeders all day, every day. I only use auto feeders when I'm not here. So are you all using the Apex auto feeder?
Yeah.
That's
Use 2 of them.
to me. That's crazy.
Well, I'm not here most of the day, so yeah, kind of
Yeah,
makes sense to me.
But this little Leheim one does it when.
I think
Yeah,
he's
but
got one of them.
I don't have to listen to that thing go off 2 times a day, so that's good for me.
True.
Mine was just because it's all interconnected, and I know it's on and that kind of thing. I think once you set up your Apex system, it's always tempting if you've got the option to prioritize buying something that will interconnect because you've spent the money on the system.
Answer to Jordan's question. So mine was obviously not a tank bred Mandarin. I've had it for a long time now. So originally I managed to get the thing feeding on mysis, brine shrimp, prawn, and obviously copepods, live and frozen. I never managed to get it feeding pellet, which I'm not that bothered about. The pellets would never hit the floor anyway. The fish are too mental in the tank.
Steve saying the dip orange is real. I assume he means Apex.
Oh, I read that and thought he meant Trump. I was about to say, oh, fuck off.
We're not going there.
No.
So have any of you ever had a disaster with the Apex feeder with the front falling off and all the food falling out?
Yes, I have. Oh, fuck my life. It's a bad situation, right? Because they clump together at the bottom. The only good thing is you can siphon it out pretty quick. But no, I did have that. So now I don't ever try and take it out in there. I take the whole feeder off.
Yeah.
They're crap,
Never had a disaster though, but as with like the Trident and things, they're fantastic products, but the build quality, come on, for the price. I wish it was a little bit better. And like just taking out the feed at the unit, taking it apart.
The weird thing is,
can be so
Lee,
fiddly.
one arm, he got one of it. What's the cheap version of the which isn't like the Apex, but it is. It's identical in look.
Dupla? No.
I can't remember what it was.
I know
But the cage on that and the lid is so much better. I had a go with it with his one, and it was like, wow, like why couldn't they just reform?
Yeah, so the Chinese
the original,
took the AFS and went, well, that's shit. Let's just do that.
Yeah, it's so much better.
Yeah. Do you ever trigger feeding remotely?
Yeah, I have done.
Well, by remotely, I mean stood in front of the tank and think, I want to feed them and press the button on my phone.
If I'm away,
What is very satisfying, just purely because it's cool, is asking Alexa to feed the fish. It's stupid, but it is satisfying that you can do that via Apex. It is funny. And then I've set it up so you can say, how's the tank doing? And it will list all the probes and where they're at.
So Steve's saying the best way to take it off is turn it on and pull it off as it's halfway out. Are we still talking about feeders?
Yeah, I don't
take
think
a picture of
that.
So is that trigger it to feed, and then as it kind of comes out, you just...
Oh, I see. Oh, wow.
Things.
Okay. Yeah, but then it's going to be over the tank, right? If anything goes wrong. I suppose you could do it while it's upside down.
Well, I have my feeder sitting up amongst my lights, so it's not actually on
too.
one of the stands for it, because I lost my stand years ago moving. So it just sits in between 2 Radeons and turns. So when I'm emptying mine, I just upend it and then take the center out and take it over to the table and fill it.
Yeah, because it's not fixed in one single place. You can just literally tilt it and then,
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's the same. It's on the Red Sea pendant. So unplug it, walk it away.
Oh no, I just take the middle part out. The main part still stays there.
Oh, okay. And do you
Risky.
turn it on like Steve said about, or you just take it out?
It stays on. I don't turn it off.
See, I've done that, and I've taken the front cap off, and absolutely everything goes everywhere. Yeah. No, I take it away from the tank now. After that one disaster.
Clumsy.
Sounds like a you problem, Dave. No,
Yeah.
I've done exactly the same.
So, is it the Dupla auto feeder that you said that's similar to the Apex? It's got a circle at the front of it though.
Is that your dog
At a
snoring
third of the
now?
price.
I can hear that.
Oh, sorry. Yes, it's Lilo asleep on my arm. I'll wake her up. Poor little girl.
just
So tired.
No, they just
Long
can't
day.
breathe, these dogs. But no, when I get back, I'll push her in the pram the whole time I'm walking because she can't walk that far. And she gets so excited that she's bouncing up and down the entire time. And we get home and she is puffed. For 5 kilometers, sitting in a pram, doing nothing. She comes home exhausted.
That makes
that's what you
sense.
want, though.
But she literally bounces. Like the whole pram just like, it's got a rapper's car, but it's a pram with a dog in it. And everyone just gives me strange looks. And it's just like, yeah, I'm sorry, my dog's got a dicky knee and she's too fat and can't breathe in heat. So she gets to go on a walk in a pram.
Oh,
She loves it. But
So,
yeah, completely wipes her out. She can't breathe when she gets home.
so auto feeders.
Tangent.
This is my go-to. I have 5 of them, one for each.
I've only heard good things about them. I have to admit that. Yeah.
There's very little to go wrong.
Yeah.
It's the design is it's pretty fault proof, to be totally honest. I just put some pellets in, 5 of them when I'm away for all of 24 hours. And does the job.
And does it not concern you, or do you like set it up a week before or anything like that? Because I
I
would
set
be
it-
worried about setting it up,
I set it
leaving,
up
and
2 days before I leave, and
Yeah.
all 5 of them sit on the table just to my left here.
right. Okay.
And I set up the times. And when I'm sitting here working, you'll just hear them all fire up, and you
Very
check
nice.
that they all spin correct, make sure the food's not clumped, all the rest of it. And then
Yeah.
before we go, I just mount them on the tanks. So,
Yeah.
auto feeders, you guys it sounds to me like you're using distance between feeder to the
Yes.
water surface to break the water tension, so the food actually
Yes.
breaks the water and goes
Yes.
in. So you're not using the little feeding chutes or anything like that?
I used to, but yeah, I used one of those rings before, which sits on the water, but no, not anymore.
Sinking
I do like the
pellets.
idea of, I do like the idea of putting an auto feeder in the sump as well for the return pump to then send them into the display.
Do you not wonder? See, I've thought about this as
I
well,
can
right?
imagine shit in there all around the pump that doesn't get sucked in. I think it's just a
Yeah.
detritus trap.
Maybe. I suppose it's one of those things again that if you've got really low phosphate, you wouldn't really mind about that, right?
Yeah,
No, once
I mean,
the phosphate's spent, It's just detritus.
mine is
yucky,
set
ew.
right on the gyros, so instantly, as soon as it breaks a tension, it's getting flown across the tank.
I think because I've got all the anthias and chromis as well, as soon as that food hits the water, it's consumed.
Yeah, I mean, Koji's saying do you not find that the pellets all go to the bottom of the tank? I mean,
No.
obviously with the beauty of bare bottom is that they constantly get flushed back up into the water column, so it's
Nice.
never an issue for me. It's it's very handy that way.
But even when I had sand, like it doesn't, I don't remember it ever hitting the sand, but all the Nasserus snails come out as soon as the feed. So if any did fall on the sand, they're going to nab it.
I think as well, you can control the portion size, can't you? So if loads was reaching the bottom, then you just make the portion size a little bit
It is
smaller.
tricky in the Apex feeder though, like sliding that across and trying to get it the right
Try not to
spot.
ever move it.
And then it all falls out. But that Eheim feeder definitely holds a lot more than the Apex feeder too.
Right.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty chunky. It's actually, in fact, it's so chunky. So when you actually open it up, they try and sort the weight balance by putting these metal weights inside it. But yeah, I mean, if you do fill that entire hopper, that's just the batteries. I take the batteries out every time I'm finished with it, and then keep them fresh by putting them inside there. Yeah, if you fill that entire hopper with moist pellets, there is a chance it just slightly tips. You have to be slightly careful. Yeah. So the only issue with that is obviously auto feeders, you can't soak your food.
Yeah.
Sure.
But that's why I don't use this in the feeder either, because the moist, it's more likely to clump than really
Mine's
dry.
never. That's what I'm using in mine, and it's never clumped.
With it spinning, it does keep it kind of slightly mobile, doesn't it?
Yeah, maybe it's different. You know, if you were doing it once every other day versus 3 times a day, maybe that's less
It's
likely
also
to clump.
expensive here.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah. Good food. Great food.
What's going on here? Is there advertising going on here?
It is a good food. But, sorry, Lilo keeps snoring no matter even if she's awake.
So Jordan's asking, has anyone ever made a frozen auto feeder? Obviously, there are ones on the market now. Did Elisa win one, or I mean, she wins everything. So
feel
She
like
bought
Elisa
one,
had
but then
2.
won one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. Standard Alyssa, isn't it? Yeah.
She buys a lot of raffle tickets. Lots of raffle tickets. Yeah.
She's very bored. Very bored.
Yeah.
She's
Then
animal
again,
everything.
Foxy's idea of a frozen or a feeder is awesome. If you remember that from his tank tour.
That was that's one of the ultimate tank tour things that you learn a little something from every tour. That one was, I mean, I think James Mylott went and did it straight away. Rob did it straight away.
Yeah.
It was
I've
all
got
about
the pump ready for it.
It was all about working out the timing. Was it you I sent the PMAP to? There you go. It was all about working out the
No,
timing.
I wanted to do
and letting it drain back, though, wasn't it? Because every tank's different, every height's different.
Oh, here he goes. He's upgrading
new
Steve Fox
generation.
Mark II.
Ooh.
I want to do it for
Exciting.
copepods once the Bangai start breeding,
Ah, okay.
that I can have live copepods
cool.
going up. That's the reason. That's what I want to do with it. Steve Fox method, but copepods, live copepods.
Very cool. Have you ever cultured them, Melinda?
Tried to. No, I don't know if I have success. I do. I can barely see anything. Like I'm staring into the tank, and because I'm so blind, I can't see shit.
Okay.
So yeah,
That's interesting.
Even when
Rob he had one using a small freezer. Did Rob not have a small freezer above his tank as well? Because he thought the freezer compressor coming on was tripping his power or something, he said. I'm sure he had an automated frozen feeder type thing.
I've seen people where they get the little like Amazon fridge things and drill a hole through the top for like amino acids and stuff.
Yeah. I think there's definitely a business there, but it's the size, it's the cost.
Yeah, I think somehow it's got to be able to tuck away in a cupboard, really.
well, even the Red Sea AB stuff should be refrigerated after you open it.
Yeah.
So one of the little fridges would be perfect for that.
Yeah.
That lives in my fridge. Although they did
get 7 days.
They did change this like a couple of years ago and made
you
it.
can keep it out for a week, I think. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
They did improve it. Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah. Would you want to though? Because it's kind of your way to interact with fish all the time as well. Like I like the feeding side of things, you know. Yeah. And then you can make sure everything gets everything. No.
Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate on so many different things and try not to say anything rude. The Ind 4 is improving with every iteration, but it's a heavy. What's the Indy 4? What's that?
Is it the frozen food feeder? I've got no clue.
Is that
Well,
the
there
one?
are 2 in the American market.
Yeah, so
There's one that's
that kind of cleans itself as well, doesn't it? One of them. It's quite clever.
Is one of them? It actually holds the cubes, and the other one is like it keeps them in a liquid form, but like near freezing. Yeah.
It's
There's
like
one that's like
carousel.
like a revolver.
Okay. Yeah, is the IND4?
Yeah. I don't know which one Alyssa has.
Linda.
She's got two of the exact same type.
She'll have them all.
Yeah.
She's got the one that makes the slush.
Yes.
Not the dial.
Right.
She was talking about coming to the Mansfield meet, and I says, "Nah, just don't. You'll just win all the raffle. Everyone will hate you. It's just don't."
That girl likes to travel.
She does. She does.
I mean, what a place to visit in the UK, eh?
Mansfield.
I mean, I can think of better places.
I've never been, so I'm not going to say a word.
Yeah.
Hello, Neil.
Oh, hi,
Hey, Neil.
He's from Brazil.
How's it going?
You on holiday, Neil? I know we can't answer before anyone makes
It's offshore reefer.
Yes.
Neil.
That's him. The offshore reacher. Oh, hold on. Do I still have that? I found a couple of old. Oh, I don't think I do. I think it's gone. I do have Bobby the See You Next Tuesday song still loaded. Oh, here we go. I've got it.
Got the offshore reacher.
To answer Foxy, I'm not knocking it. It's just as soon as I go above the M25, I get a nosebleed. It's quite north for me.
I can't wait. It's going to be great.
It's going to be a good day.
Does anyone have anything else to do with feeds or feeding they want to talk about? I feel like I've missed so much stuff out, but as always, from tangents, and when we go into the green room, we'll all go, "Oh, such and such."
Yeah. Well, we didn't get too much into coral nutrition, and then you've got to look at, like, again, the micron size and can they take this food? Can they take that food? Should we be feeding phyto? So we've covered the fish a lot.
How often do we feed for ourselves?
That's why I only feed twice a day. If I was like you, sat by a tank, I'd be probably feeding a bit more.
Yeah, dropping stuff in.
It's so livestock dependent though. Like I feed so much more since the copper band being in the display.
Yes.
Purely because I literally feed until I've watched him eat, say, 5 bits of mysis. Like I make sure, and I will keep feeding until he's eaten it, and I'll have to deal with the nutrients later. Because I want to keep that thing alive.
I've got the long-nosed butterfly instead of getting a copper band.
Yeah.
And he is the first one to eat because of the frozen feeder that I've got. He's able to put his nose up. That didn't look good. He's able to put his nose up, mouth into the bottom of the feeder. So he's nibbling at the frozen pellets before it's, or frozen blocks before it's even defrosted.
So that's like that one. So you can
mine's like little hexagons, but same shit, different
same
day.
difference.
But he can feed himself before any of the other fish get any because he can fit his little mouth up through the holes.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried about him, but copper bands are a lot harder to keep than a long-nosed butterfly. Yes, Coach. I realised what I was doing after I did it.
See, to be fair, I was fine when your hand was like that, but when it turned to that, I was like, Mel, it's Sunday morning.
Yes, I'm trying to keep it very PG rated.
Have we talked about herbivores already? Yeah, we talked about nori.
Yeah.
Hikari used to do a green bulk pack slab. It was a herbivore mix from Hikari, and we can't get that anymore. That was one of the ones I used to use. Couldn't get it, so then I added in the baby brine instead.
So is this frozen you're talking about?
Yeah, frozen slab, and it was green coloured, but it was a Hikari herbivore frozen mix.
I only know
that one.
Hikari as dried foods. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they do frozen. We had Hikari frozen and Ocean Nutrition as the main. And there's Nutrus. I think that's more of a shitty brand. I don't know. I don't use it. So yeah.
We only
They-
really have
they
a
do
couple of
frozen.
different types here. Yeah.
On you go, Dave.
I was going to say they only do a couple of types here, don't they? Frozen food wise, they either do the gammas or
Ocean
Yeah.
nutrition,
Ocean
reef nutrition.
and some of the freshwater ones kind of mix a little bit if you wanted
Yes.
to go down that route.
Yeah. Well, Gamma
I'm really,
all do freshwater as well, don't they?
Yeah.
I'm really jealous of all the different foods that BRS sell, like when they make their Reef Frenzy or like all the mixtures of all the different things. I wish we could get that here, but we can't. They got a huge range of dry foods, and then mixing it all together to make your own mix. Is it Reef Frenzy? What was it called when they mix it? I don't know.
Yeah, I'll stick some of the Hikari in with the ocean nutrition stuff. I always get ocean nutrition and what's the other one called? Something reef nutrition. I always get them mixed up all the time.
Yeah. Do any of you feed anything weird? Like you see like cucumber sometimes or something like that you wouldn't
I was going to
normally...
ask that. Do you do Malev's Reef feeding banana for his NATO tank?
Nah,
It eats
I mean,
banana.
definitely not.
Dave, have you ever dipped your banana in the tank and let your tang nibble the tip?
Only when I need to get rid of something.
Yes.
Yeah. Same as you, Ron.
Little
You taught me
cleaner,
that tip.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I quite often will feed plum to my...
Teabag in a tank.
Wish I never asked.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. The
These
new
two
reader is
children.
asking, have you ever heard of the food Chunky Monkey? I have not.
No.
I've heard of the ice cream Chunky Monkey, but yeah, that's not for a fish. Chunky Monkey ice cream.
Oh, here we go. So Tom is saying, anytime Ocean Nutrition's Angel formula is perfect for them. It's got a mix of algae, sponge. I totally agree with Tom. I got there's actually a specific,
Sponges.
there's an Angel formula, but I think there's even a Dwarf Angel formula, which is slightly tweaked as well. I can't remember who makes it. That was a long time ago. But yes, the Angel formula is absolutely ideal for them with all the added sponge.
Yeah, wow.
We need more choices than the slabs.
Yeah, buying in bulk rather than the little packs. Does your LFS give you, is it like 5 for £10 or whatever it?
Something like that, yeah.
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 Just like,
She gets half a slab for nothing. Yeah.
She nicks it from the back.
No, I paid for a full slab and go, no. No. Because I've got so much stuff. This. Pay for that card. Dip, gone. Do you want a receipt? No fucking way. I think I get deals a lot of the time on the live foods, like when I buy live copepods or live rotifers or live phyto. I think a lot of the time Arnia gives me 4 for the price of 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So Stu's
I do that in the LFS.
I think he is UK based. He says he's fed Chunky Monkey, only ever seen it in the Abyss, which is Stockport.
Yes, Manchester way,
It's
isn't
up
it?
on the Discord, Stu.
Yeah.
Show us.
Source. Yeah.
Speak.
Oh,
Okay.
Stu, don't forget to hit that like button. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Gives a shit.
Okay. Or not.
Nobody cares. I appreciate it, Steve.
Dislike button.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll never forget the night I said that on the Reapers Network. I said, just for a joke,
Dun, dun,
Tom,
dun, dun.
just hit the dislike button just for a laugh. It'll be a good laugh. I'll let them know via text.
I can't see that being a laugh for somebody.
Anyway, before we wrap up, we've got a few announcements. So the AAC meet, the Reefers Network meet, is at AAC on the 28th of February. And I believe there's going to be food and all sorts of stuff. And is there an actual plan for the night before to meet at the Green Man?
Usual
Yeah.
playing Green Man.
So is that the Friday night?
Friday. Yeah,
You
27.
mean at 7 or 8?
Whatever you
Green Man.
choose, Mel.
Well, I'm already in Essex.
Traffic's a bitch, Melinda, so just do what you can.
Are you going, Harry? Because I can't do the night
Yeah,
before.
I can't do the night before, so I'm going during the day. I'll go to the Green Man after if anyone's around. So that'd be good. But yeah, I'm out the night before, so I can't make it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's
No, usual case. They'll be in there. Most people will be in there from 3 o'clock usually.
Yeah.
And then
carnage.
yeah. By the time you get there, normal
Stumble
people
into
are 7,
AC the
they're
next
pissed.
day. Yeah.
Oh yes, sexual
fantastic.
chocolate coming to both.
Nice.
See you there, Foxy.
Yeah, Mansfield.
Yeah, we've got the
One
AEs meet.
I am going to turn up.
Yeah,
Yes,
you'll just say this. We'll go, yeah, all right, Melinda. That'd be funny.
February Reefers Network meet, and then we've got the Mansfield meet, which is the 11th and 12th.
Oh, he's moving now.
Of the 11th and 12th of April, and a few of us are meeting up on the Friday night before that, which is the 10th of April. A few drinks, wee meal. I'm going to be there on the 11th. I'm not going to be able to do both days. There's absolutely no way. There's no point in me pretending to commit to that when I can't. So, yeah, that'll be really exciting. Come along and show your support. Yep. Oh, Mark's going as well. He's going to Mansfield. I'll make my excuses now then, Mark.
Yeah, it should be a good day.
Yeah, should be excellent. I'm really looking forward to it. I've never actually been. I've spoken to David so many times via message, but I've never actually met him. I don't even know what he looks like.
Panit wants autographs from Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he wants an autograph from Mark from Ocean Seawave. Can you organise some of them, Mark, and then we can post them? Steve, if Ronnie's there on the 11th, I will be there on the 12th.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, he's saying that he's booked in the same hotel room, and the baby oil is going to be there. So
It's on demand.
Very nice. Are you going to remember to actually put me on a live on your phone so I can talk to everybody this time?
Would you like me to do that? I mean, it's going to be an ungodly hour for you.
No, last time you promised me, and I was waiting, and nothing.
Oh. Message
I
me,
didn't get to see all
Melinda.
my friends.
I'll sort it out.
Do you want to know the real reason why that actually happened that I forgot? I got so excited meeting
Because of
cheeky little-
Bernadette's buns. I'd get excited to see Bernadette's buns in person.
I should have wrapped
Sorry.
this up 20 minutes ago.
Sorry. I love you, Bernadette. What were you saying, Ronald?
I can't remember now.
You got so excited.
Why you got so excited and forgot to
Yeah,
ring me?
There was so many people there that I hadn't met yet. So when I turned up and I met, like, for example, was this the finest meet I was gonna do it, or was it the Reef?
You've only been to one.
No, I've been to two.
It's them 2.
Oh, I don't
Aqua?
remember.
You did Newcastle,
I
didn't
think
you?
it was
And then-
finest.
Aqua
Yeah.
H.
I think it was finest, and that was the first time I'd ever met Steve. I basically spent the day with Steve, so it was absolutely brilliant.
Understandable. Like, I'd choose Steve over myself too.
No,
He's good value.
it would have been like 1 o'clock in the morning for you. You'd be like, oh, fucking hell.
Since when has the time in the night ever upset
Very
me?
true.
These streams were basically organised for you. Sunday Shenanigans is for you to not
Come
be
on, Ron.
so fucking, oh my God, you're using your thumbs.
No. I always use my thumbs.
I mean, it's a weird shaped heart, but yeah.
Yeah, soon you'll be able to use all your fingers.
It's a turnip. Right, fuck off. Jeez, oh.
Yeah, goodbye, everybody.
This has been really, really good. Thank you so much, Harry, Dave, and Melinda, for joining. I really appreciate it. We'll get the next one booked in.
Thanks for inviting.
And thank you so much to everybody in the comments. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a good one.
Take care, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone.